Good evening. I heard it said that this lighting makes me look like maybe I've been in the Twilight Zone or just getting back from the outer limits, but really I'm right where I'm spending all of my nights these days. It's kind of cool, but there isn't any breeze and mosquitoes are pestering a little bit, but otherwise I'm having a fairly good night. This was to mention that a couple of nights ago I made a video that I deleted earlier this afternoon because when I reviewed it, I found that somebody else had tampered with the volume, so whatever I was saying wasn't hearable. So anyway, the subject of the video had been about what I learned many years later had been something of a secret scandal, rumoring that started back during the Daytona 500 race in 1979. What happened was that a friend from Sebring named Paul Travers with others had arrived to my apartment in Orlando asking if I'd like to go to the race. And so I just said, all right, I'll ride along. And another man whom I had met working in Kmart in Orlando also accompanied. But actually, I didn't ride along, I drove my car. So anyway, we went to the race, and the night before the race in the infield, we all had some beers, and then I spent the night sleeping in the back seat of my car. But when I woke the next morning, what happened was is I found that I had been needing to use the bathroom while I was asleep, but I didn't make it. So what happened was is I didn't have any spare clothes with me, so I couldn't go to a laundromat. So I had been from selling insurance from Combined Insurance Company in Daytona area. I had learned that there were some inexpensive motels out on the beach uh, adjacent across the street from the beaches, not on the beach where the hotels are more expensive. And so all I did really was go to the beach area to get a room so I could wash my jeans when I didn't have an extra pair of pants to wear while I was washing. So back then I was so naive I didn't even think about the possibility of anybody rumoring about me walking into the motel office asking how much it would cost for me to rent a room for just a half hour. So honestly, I didn't even think about it. Now in retrospect, I guess it was kind of questionable, but all I did was go into the motel. The man from when I worked in Kmart walked in also, but I assumed that he was regular also. And all I did was wash my pants, use some soap from a maid's cart, and when I was finished, I wore the pants dry and went back to the track and attended the race in the infield. The only detail I remember from the race actually is that right near the end, both of the leading cars somehow collided with each other and spun off onto the lawn in front of the area of the fence where we were. But neither of them were injured. And then after the race, I just drove back to Orlando. I didn't hear that there was any kind of rumoring until many years past. I think it was maybe in about 2008. And then, of course, just after I heard about it, I decided I'd write a letter to the Daytona Beach newspaper, and that's what I did. And then subsequently, I also mentioned it to others in various reports, and now I mention it in this. I hope everyone's having a good, peaceful night.